maybe going for a couple Dragoons. More Zerglings coming to the front, it looks like. So he's just going to try to lock in. That Dark Templar going towards the front. We'll see how much damage it can do, basically. And these Zerglings looks like they're rallied position right to that Dark Templar. That's a little dangerous. This Dark Templar, in the meantime, just scouted out the southern location. It's out scouting, and now that Overlord is in position with that Sunken Colony, it should be able to do a decent amount of damage. It looks like that Corsair was taken out. I see a couple Scourges here out in the air, so I'm going to assume they're taken down by those Scourges, and a couple Dragoons being produced, and a lot of Templar out, about 4 Templar out, 4 Nony, and now this Observer is going to come out, and he's just going to use his Dragoons to take them out. In the meantime, Midian is scouting out all the other locations. It looks like he's going to turn this into kind of a longer-term resource game, going to scout them out and react as Nony tries to pull out of his base. This lurker at this location going down in the meantime. A lot of lurkers out for Midian in the meantime, and looks like Ultralisk Cavern is going up and very close to having Ultralisks in second. My guess is he's going to immediately go to kind of Ultralisks, probably get that Zergling upgrade. Yeah, he's almost got the Cracklings. And wow, plopping down a hatchery at the northern location with that Dark Templar shoved that out. And this is going to be very dangerous for Midian because he's got these forces that are streaming across the middle, and they could do an attack on his front. It looks like Nani's going to bring them along the left-hand side. In the meantime, this Dark Templar is harassing this northern location. That Overlord's still not speed upgraded, kind of slowly approaching that Dark Templar. He's trying to save this hatchery, but really these forces are going to attack from the north. In the meantime, Nani going to take this opportunity while Midian's spread a bit thin, defending his base to take this nexus at this 9 o'clock location right here, and I think Midian realizes he's going to try to pull these Zerglings back and just hold them off for a second while he brings these forces from behind. I don't know if he's going to be successful with that. Actually, no, it looks like Midian is deciding to go for more of an attack up the middle. He's bringing the lurkers across, wow, he's going to go. I think he realized that expansion was going up. I'm not sure if he spotted that out or went across the middle. He's going to bring the Ultralisk down, but these Templar are back here, and they have a lot of energy. So wow, Psystorm going directly over the top of those lurkers, taking all 3 lurkers out, and with that Observer as well. That not a very successful attack by Midian, and Midian able to really neutralize that attack and take out that expansion in the north with 3 Zealots otherwise. This Dark Templar is still roaming out in the loose. These 2 Scourges still out in position here, but as you can see, 2 Forges going up. But really, now comes the question. Ultralisk's out for Midian, so we'll see if Midian's able to switch this around. Nani now on the offensive. He's going to try to push something forward, and this is very vulnerable at the moment. We'll see if Nani can bring something down to defend in the meantime. 2 drones down here, so it looks like he's going to try to take some expansions here. I think Midian saw that, and so, or I'm sorry, I think Nani saw those 2 drones, so my guess is he's going to be able to attack. In the meantime, Ultralisk coming down is going to intercept this force. Wow, Psystorm going off. That was an excellent Psystorm over those Ultralisk, and doing a lot of Psystorm over those Zerglings as well. And really what Nani needs to do is he needs to very quickly rush into this area and take it out and not get trapped down below. I'm surprised he could go after, yeah, he's going to go after a couple of these Overlords. That might be his mistake. I think he just needs to get up on the ramp and plant a couple Dragoons on that ramp, but instead he's getting caught out in the open by these Zerglings. Didn't have any Psystorm left, so he's going to morph some Archons, but those Archons are going to be taken out pretty quickly and pretty easily by this large force. So it looks like Midian has managed to defend his holdings. In the meantime, he's macroing up. He's getting 2 more expansions, and interestingly enough, it looks like Nani's going to bring his observers back instead of checking the 6 o'clock location. And in the meantime, Midian has that Overlord at the northern location, going to make sure that Nani doesn't take it. And here's kind of that key point I was talking about earlier. Midian at the moment owns the middle, and that's very dangerous because that's going to allow him basically to attack from a couple directions, as you can see. And it looks like he might be primed for an attack. I think he thinks Nani had a base to the north, and scouting that out now. Now that he realizes there's not a base there, he's going to pull back. But in the meantime, this is going to be very dangerous. Nani needs to respond to these 2 hatcheries going up very quickly. Otherwise, he's going to be basically really far behind, both economically and with all the, especially these extractors going down. Basically, Midian's just going to be able to produce a ton of Ultralisks, and that's really dangerous. You never want a ton of Ultralisks coming at you at any point. He's got that Defiler mount and Consume upgrading. Looks like he already has a Defiler out. And again, he has basically everything he needs to win this match at this moment. Another hatchery going down at this middle location. Looks like Nani's going to try to stake something out. This Zergling, however, and this Overlord are going to give an indication to Midian, though, that he was going for that northern location. Let's see how he responds with this large force in the meantime. I think Consume is just upgraded. We'll check, and it looks like he's going to shove down an attack. He was expecting Nony to be taking this southern location right here. And let's see if Nony pulls it. Yeah, Nony's going to have to bring his forces from the north back up. It's going to do a bit of an attack right here, bringing a couple of these units back. Let's see how quickly Consumes up, though. And it looks like, yeah, Midian's just going to bring his forces back until he has Dark Swarm or Consume to kind of do some more Dark Swarm. And absorbing an Overlord right there, that was interesting. Wanting to get a lot of Psi out and going to defend this hatchery pretty successfully with these large group. A lot of Zealots down, so it's not going to be as effective. And a lot of Psystorm going down. That was really effective Psystorms across those Ultralisks. But really what Nony, both players, what they need to do is they need to make each other come to a standstill. It's a little more important for Midian than it is for Nony, basically. Psystorms going off all over those Ultralisks, and that Defiler getting a little separated. And even though it looks like Midian's coming ahead with these Psystorms right now, keep in mind that all those hatcheries are up, and Midian can basically bring a lot of forces back into the middle. So even though those Psystorms went off very effectively, as you can see, more Zerglings starting to flood in, and this Archon's going to get caught out of the open again, and that Defiler going down. 2 Ultralisks still left, but as you can see, another grouping already being produced, and a couple Overlords to the north, it looks like. But yeah, he can just come back up, group back up, and just head immediately back out. So Nony trying to get some cannons down, and that expansion right there, going to put a lot of cannons down to try to defend that area. I think he's still worried a little bit about the Lurkers. Really, those cannons don't do anything for Ultralisk, Zerglings, and Dark Swarm, though. But wow, these expansions now at full production here to the south, and really Nony in a lot of trouble here. He's just getting outproduced, first of all, by the hatcheries. It looks like he does have a lot of gateways down, so I don't know if he's getting outproduced. Let's see how he's doing on upgrades. And 4 Carapace and 2 and 2 for the Zerglings, and it looks like he's got 2 upgrade on the melee and a single for the armor going for level 3 melee at the moment. And looks like Nony's going to put that expansion up to the north, and that's still being staked out at the very top. And we'll see. This is